Hi everyone. In today's video, I am going to discuss as to what you should be aware of if you are citing your own research in publications. So often, as researchers, as academics, people who are publishing, we aim to get as much citations as we can for our publications. And one way of doing that is citing your own research in your own publications to and get the research out there for people to read. There is nothing wrong with that. Most of the researchers do that. But there is something that you should be mindful of, because when you cite your own research in publications, and publications are normally submitted to either peer-reviewed journals or peer-reviewed conferences or peer-reviewed publications, because that is what counts in academia, that it should be peer-reviewed. And the higher the quality of journals, the better are the reviewers, the stricter is the review process. So when the reviewer is reviewing your journal paper or your conference paper, and they see that you have self-cited, then what they will be looking at is how important was the self-citation. Because see, most of the reviewers don't know the authors of the paper. It's an anonymous process. But if they find, and that is why many authors, they cite their own research. However, if you unnecessarily cite your own research, or then often the examiners will pick up on it, because they might think that this particular author is being cited a number of times, or in areas or places where it should not be cited. For example, if there is a theory that was originally discussed by another author, that theory is an original theory. It could be the theory of constructivism, or some theory which was maybe started in the 1980s, and you talk about this theory, but you are citing your own paper where you have discussed this theory, then the reviewer will not be very happy about it, because the reviewer will know that or they might feel that this is not the correct citation. The correct citation should be the original theory writer. So just because you have discussed that theory in some publication doesn't mean that you can then cite your own paper. You should cite your own research only when it is relevant. For example, if you're carrying some research forward, so maybe you collected some data and you analyzed it and discussed some findings, and you could not and then you decided to take that research forward. So for example, you did tested a new learning technique, and you discuss the impact on the scores of the students in one paper, and then following that assessment or the learning technique, you also carried out a survey. Now in the first publication, you only discuss the introduction of the learning technique and the impact on the student scores, and then the publication was maybe too long for you to include what the students thought of it. So then you can carry that forward in the next publication. Ideally, you should publish it in the same journal if you can, but then you can cite your own research. You can say that this research brings forward the past research that I have conducted, and then you can cite that publication and say, this is what I'm carrying forward. Or some framework was introduced originally by you, or some methodology was introduced originally by you, some theoretical framework, conceptual framework, this was originally discussed by you, and that is what you are testing. So for example, you might have developed a theoretical framework or a conceptual framework in one of your last publications, and now in the next publication you are actually testing it out to see what is the impact. Then of course you can cite your own research. So it should be relevant. It should be the original writer, the originator of the information. Otherwise the examiners pick up on it, and especially if you go overboard and start citing your 7 or 8 papers just to get your citations up, it doesn't reflect very well. So of course, what many students also don't do on the flip side is that just because it's their own research, sometimes they don't cite it. So no, you have to cite the papers or cite the research, especially in the correct place. You have to cite it. You cannot say that just because it's your own research you will not cite it. You should still cite it. you should cite all sources of information, especially if it's a published source, it has been peer reviewed, it was published in a well-known professional journal or academic journal, then you should do that. But be mindful of when you're citing your own publications, because sometimes to get the word out there, it might go against you, and the reviewer might cancel those citations or become upset that you are not using the correct source. So that means that they will assume that you don't know who the original source of information is, and that is why you're citing your own self. So I thought this is something that I should discuss, because this is something that I discuss with my own students before they start writing their papers. I thought it's a good idea for me to discuss it with you guys as well. Let me know in the comment section what you think of it, and bye for now.